A familiar, comforting smell of warm plastic and ozone filled the air in Uncle Jake's workshop. To 6-year-old Gabriel, it was the scent of creation. With his short, straight blonde hair neatly combed, his analytical mind was fully absorbed in the process. He stood on a small stool, his bright blue eyes fixed on the Bambu Lab A1 3D printer. This wasn't just any print. It was a multicolored, articulated octopus, a gift for his beloved Auntie Jo. The AMS Lite was humming, ready to swap between 4 different filament colors. His younger brother Elias, a 3-year-old with a zany and brilliant mind of his own, had his short, straight blonde hair askew from all his excited bouncing. "Look," he shrieked, pointing a tiny finger. "The machine is making a noodle, a blue noodle for the monster to eat." Their mother, Clarissa, with her gentle smile and sparkling blue eyes, watched them fondly. Her friend, Auntie Kat, stood nearby, her wise hazel eyes a little more serious than usual. "Are you sure that filament is okay, Jake?" Auntie Kat's voice was a quiet rumble. "It's been in that box for a while." Uncle Jake, a big burly man with a perfectly sculpted beard and a gleaming bald head, patted his suspenders. He wore his classic uniform of tan shorts and a t-shirt. As a computer expert and a dedicated tinkerer, he was full of confidence. "It's a brand new spool, Kat. What could possibly go wrong?" Just then, the twins, Lexi and Livi, burst in, their identical blonde hair and mischievous hazel eyes alight with excitement. "Is it done yet?" Livi asked, her impatience bubbling over. Suddenly, a sharp crackling hiss erupted from the printer's nozzle. The smooth stream of blue filament became lumpy and pocked with tiny bubbles. A few layers later, it got worse. The plastic extruded into a fine, stringy web, a complete and utter mess draped over the octopus's head. Gabriel's brow furrowed. His mind immediately registered the source of the problem. "Uncle Jake," he stated with the conviction of a tiny engineer, "the plastic has water in it. You need to pre-dry your filament." Uncle Jake's confident smile vanished. He knew Gabriel was right. He had skipped the essential step of pre-drying the filament, a task he'd always considered a chore. The hygroscopic plastic had absorbed moisture from the humid air, and the heat of the nozzle was turning that moisture into steam, ruining the print. The crackling hiss was the sound of his mistake. Auntie Kat's serious expression softened into a knowing one. "I told you so," she mouthed playfully, a faint smirk on her face. Elias, oblivious to the technical disaster, clapped his hands. "Spaghetti," he yelled, jumping up and down. "Blue and green spaghetti." Clarissa knelt down, taking Gabriel's hand. "It's okay, sweetheart," she said softly. "It's an important lesson. Sometimes we have to take the time to prepare properly to get a good result." Uncle Jake hit the stop button, the hissing giving way to silence. He carefully peeled the ruined octopus from the build plate. It was a tangled, brittle mess that snapped in his hands. Just then, Auntie Jo walked in, her vibrant blue hair making her look like a mermaid princess. "What's the masterpiece?" she asked, a wide smile on her face. Uncle Jake held up the 2 broken pieces. "It's a masterpiece of failure," he admitted with a wry chuckle. But Auntie Jo's smile never faded. She took the broken pieces, her fingers tracing the rough, bumpy surface. "It's perfect," she declared. "It looks like it's been through a battle." With a whimsical gesture, she tucked the 2 ruined pieces into her hair, where they looked like strange blue and green jewels. Gabriel watched, his frown easing as he saw his aunt's joy. The failure, he realized, wasn't just a failure. It was also an interesting and surprisingly beautiful new form of art. But more importantly, it was a profound lesson in the science of 3D printing. From now on, Uncle Jake would never skip pre-drying his filament, and the moral of the story was clear. Don't let your filament become moist.